So once that DNA test comes back negative, is that when I would go ahead and put the other father, or can I go ahead and start that process since we already know?
You, uh,
Right from the start, the situation exposes a quiet legal tension. A man already questioning his role before the court even confirms it. That question about when to move on to the real father isn't just procedural, it signals he's mentally checked out.
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Thank you. And try to find a spot and don't move around because I don't want you to lose that cell signal, sir. Okay. Here we go. All right, folks, we're on this is Bell 25 DFAN 352,262. This is in the 264th Judicial District Court of Bell County, Texas. As in the interest of early minor child, non-custodial party is Jakari L. Early. Custodial party is Marche D. Green. And this matters before the court on a original petition and suit effecting parent child relationship with an announced paternity. The court will note for the record that both parties signed requests for hearings, which pushed them properly before the court without any service citation. And so at this time, we can go ahead and proceed at this point. And I'll ask the state for an opening to tell the court what the state's requesting we do here today. And I think my assistant explained this may be the case. I'm thinking it is. I want to confirm that this may be the one dealing with private DNA. So at this time, Mr. Welch, I'll let you go ahead and proceed. Thank you.
Correct, Your Honor. This is the case with the private DNA. So there's an acknowledgement of paternity in this case. It was already filed with the court, and the state asked the court to take judicial notice of it.
All right, it's attached to the pleadings. Let me see.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So not very thick, so. All right, yes, the court will take judicial notice of the filing of exhibit number A with the original petition that shows an announced paternity entered into and signed off on by the parties back in, looks like October of 2020.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Jay understands that the parties apparently, or at least the father, Mr. Early, and the child, Jakai Early, they did a private DNA test. It was through the DDC. It looks kind of like ours. Apparently in Ohio, through any lab test now, that shows that DNA is negative. Now, Your Honor,
is it a dual draw or just a parental draw? I'm sorry, a father draw only.
It's a father only.
Okay, all right, you may proceed.
And Your Honor, the reason I didn't, offer it put into evidence is because didn't want to get the docket confused. And I think they all agree that it's there anyway. So, Your Honor, the state has to object to the ordering of DNA, which is what Ms. Green and Mr. Early would like.
Right.
But I'm not going to strongly object, Your Honor.
Well, and the court's always going to do what's in the best interest of the child. It's the best interest of the child to know who the child's father is. So I'm going to go ahead and grant the some brand new DNA testing. Obviously, I want mom drawn, I want the child drawn, I want dad drawn. But until then, I'm just going to do a DNA test. I'm not going to set up any temporary order, and we're going to get a chain of custody that gets us through all the legal requirements. And in the interim, ma'am, if you can get with the state, back with the state, with who the proper party might be, we can go ahead and start getting. They can start getting the necessary paperwork filed.
The mother's question reveals her strategy instantly. She's already thinking about the next man before the current case is resolved. That's not impatience, it's damage control. She's trying to minimize delay in securing legal responsibility from the actual father.
So at this time, Mr. Early and Ms. Green, I'm going to go ahead and grant this brand new paternity test on this because this is in your child's best interest for me to do so. And we'll get it set up and get y'all reset probably somewhere 6 to 8 weeks out and get that results back. And if it's still the same, then obviously we will find that Mr. Early's not the father and move on from there, ma'am. Okay. I'll start with you, ma'am. Ms. Green, any questions?
So once that DNA test comes back negative, is that when I would go ahead and put the other father, or can I go ahead and start that process since we already know?
That's probably you can already let the state know who you know the father is, and they can start getting ready. Because again, this is if you recall, this time it probably took 2 to 3, 4 months for this to get to court to begin with. So let's get a jump on that one, because we know we've got a pretty good idea that it's going to come back negative. But again, folks, ma'am, I've been all last week I was fooling around with AI, and I can get AI that shows that I was the #1 draft pick for the Dallas Cowboys in 1975. Okay, and I guarantee you I was not. All right. So,
Okay.
so yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and get that set up and get the chain of custody. They'll get us to point A, from point A to point B. And Mr. Welch, if y'all, it's not against y'all's policy to start getting that information together so we can get this, because like I said, the child this matters, but now he's going to be 3, he's going to be 2 in October. So yeah, let's try to get this going where we can get the right party in here. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. And ma'am, I don't know if we already sent this to you, but we'll send you a form, attorney information gathering form, and you can give us information about the true biological father if Mr. Early isn't the father. So we'll get that going joint, and then file a new pleading, I guess, with the new father, probably. All right, and then Your Honor, for the reset date,
Let's do something about is Mr. Early still in Ohio?
No, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but no, sir, I never took the test in Ohio. I believe that's just where they.
Oh, okay.
I don't know yet.
Where are you located?
I had the test done in Harker Heights, Texas.
Okay, yeah, I use the same facility you did. Both of y'all are local, so
Yes.
Mr. Welch, look at setting this one out about somewhere between 40 and 45 days and 60 days, because they're both local. We get that draw done ASAP and get that one back before the court.
yes, Your Honor. All right. So Miss Green, Mr. Early, just wait in the breakout room. Someone will send you a DNA order with the reset date and the Zoom code. And then, assuming the test is negative, then we'll probably do an order against paternity for Mr. Early or something else like that.
Yeah, we can find that he's not dead. So yeah, it's not the first time this has happened. So and Mr. Welsh, I'm not sure if y'all still able to do that. If y'all can right now check when to see the appointments that could be made locally for DNA testing, maybe even get that set up today before these folks get out of here. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And one of our DNA experts will come and talk to you. And she'll go through the ropes.
All right. See, back in the good old live days, they would be sitting here right in the courtroom, so we can get that done before y'all even left. So, but hopefully we still can do the same thing online. All right. All right, folks. I'll go ahead and let the state get y'all set up. We'll see y'all in about somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks, and we will hopefully conclude this correctly. And like I say, ma'am, get started on the right person. All right. And I'll start. I'm sorry, Mr. I didn't give you the opportunity. You have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
And Ms. Green, do you have any other questions, ma'am?
No, sir, I don't.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Welch?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Let's get everybody back into a breakout room, and we'll get you folks all the information y'all need. And then after that, y'all free to go. Okay. Thank you very much, and we're off the record.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move y'all away.
The final phase is all about execution. The judge pushes for immediate scheduling, even suggesting same-day coordination. That urgency isn't random. It's about closing the loop before momentum is lost. Family cases often stall because of inaction after hearings, and the judge is actively preventing that. There's also a subtle normalization. When he mentions, "This isn't the first time something like this has happened," it removes stigma and keeps emotions contained. By the end, the courtroom is no longer debating identity. It's running a system. Everyone is being moved into the next step with minimal friction. The judge's closing tone reinforces control. This will be resolved correctly and quickly, with no room for chaos or delay.